Have you ever wondered why so many people online talk about passive income, as if it's some kind of magic formula that will make you rich while you sleep? The truth is, passive income is one of the most powerful ways to build wealth and freedom. But the reality is often very different from the hype. A lot of what you hear leaves out the hard parts, the hidden risks, and a long-term mindset it actually takes to make it work. Today, we're breaking down the truth about passive income that no one really tells you, and how you can approach it the right way. Number 1. Passive income is never truly passive at the beginning. When you hear the phrase, "make money while you sleep," it sounds like you can just set something up once and the cash will roll in forever. But here's the truth. Every real passive income stream takes upfront work, time, and often money before it becomes hands-off. If you write a book that earns royalties, you first have to spend months or years writing it, editing it, and marketing it. If you build an online business, you need to create products, set up systems, and attract customers before you see a single dollar. If you invest in real estate, you need to save up for a down payment, research properties, deal with paperwork, and sometimes even tenants. The point is, don't expect passive income to appear instantly. Think of it as building a machine. You put in the effort up front to create the system, and only after it's running smoothly does it start to work for you. Number 2. Passive income often requires money to make money. Another truth people don't highlight enough is that many passive income sources need upfront capital. Take investing in dividend stocks, for example. If you want to earn $1,000 a month in dividends, you'd need hundreds of thousands invested depending on the dividend yield. Real estate works the same way. You need money for the down payment, closing costs, and maintenance before you can enjoy rental income. Even digital products like courses or apps usually require some investment. Maybe in tools, software, advertising, or outsourcing. So while passive income is absolutely possible, you should know that in most cases, the bigger your initial investment, whether in time or money, the sooner you'll see results. Number 3. Most passive income streams aren't truly passive forever. Even after you've set up the system, there's usually some level of ongoing work involved. A rental property might provide consistent income, but you still need to manage tenants, handle repairs, or hire a property manager. A YouTube channel can generate ad revenue long after you've uploaded a video. But if you stop creating content completely, your growth eventually slows down. Even investments require occasional monitoring and adjustments. The reality is, passive income often becomes less active rather than completely passive. You won't have to work full-time to maintain it, but you should expect at least some involvement to keep it alive and profitable. Number 4. It usually grows slowly at first. One of the hardest truths to accept is that most passive income streams don't pay much in the beginning. If you publish your first ebook, you might only sell a few copies in the first month. If you start investing, your dividends may only add up to a few dollars. If you create an online store, it might take months before sales start rolling in consistently. This slow start discourages a lot of people who expect overnight success. But the key is patience. Just like compounding and investing, passive income often snowballs. What feels small at first can become substantial over time if you keep building, improving, and reinvesting. Number 5. Passive income requires consistency and patience. The reason many people fail at building passive income is that they give up too early. They try one thing, don't see results right away, and assume it doesn't work. The truth is, every passive income journey requires persistence. You might need to write multiple books, create several products, or build an audience over years before the income really shows. Think about how many YouTubers upload dozens of videos before one finally goes viral. Or how many investors spend years slowly adding to their portfolio before they can live off the returns. Passive income is less about instant results and more about playing the long game. Number 6. Some passive income streams are riskier than they seem. It's easy to forget that every way of making money has risks. If you put money into stocks, the market can go down. If you buy a rental property, tenants can stop paying or repairs can eat up your profits. If you start an online business, competition can appear overnight. Even so-called safe investments are not completely risk-free. Things like inflation can erode your returns. That doesn't mean passive income isn't worth pursuing, but it does mean you need to educate yourself. Diversify your income streams and avoid putting all your money into one basket. Number 7. Passive income isn't about escaping work, it's about creating freedom. A lot of people chase passive income because they think it means never having to work again. But the real benefit of passive income is not that you do nothing, it's that your time becomes more flexible. Instead of trading hours for dollars in a 9-to-5 job, you create systems and assets that earn for you in the background. That means you can choose when and how to work, and eventually reduce how much you need to work. The freedom to spend more time with family, travel, or pursue your passions, that's the real payoff. So don't view passive income as a way to escape effort, but as a way to design your life on your own terms. Number 8. It's not one size fits all. There are dozens of different passive income ideas out there, from investing to real estate to digital products to royalties. But not every method is right for everyone. If you hate dealing with tenants, real estate might not be your best fit. If you're not interested in writing or creating content, building digital products may feel like torture. The truth is, the best passive income stream is the one that matches your skills, interests, and resources. Instead of chasing what's trending online, focus on what fits your lifestyle and long-term vision. That's how you'll stick with it long enough to see real results. Number 9. The tax side of passive income matters. One thing that rarely gets mentioned is how taxes affect your earnings. Not all passive income is taxed the same way. Rental income, for example, is taxed as regular income, but also comes with deductions for expenses. Dividends may be taxed at different rates depending on whether they're qualified or not. Business income from digital products or royalties might require you to file differently. If you ignore the tax side, you may be disappointed when you realize that your $1,000 a month in passive income is actually a lot less after taxes. Educating yourself or working with a tax professional can make a huge difference in how much you keep. Number 10. Diversification is key to long-term stability. Putting all your effort into one passive income stream can work for a while, but it also leaves you vulnerable. If the market changes, an algorithm shifts, or your business faces new competition, your income can dry up quickly. That's why building multiple streams of passive income is so powerful. Maybe you have some money in investments, a rental property, and also a small digital product that sells online. If one slows down, the others keep working. Diversification creates security, and over time, it builds a strong financial foundation that's much harder to shake. Number 11. Passive income is about building assets, not quick cash. At its core, passive income is about creating or owning assets that keep producing value over time. Assets can be financial, like stocks and bonds, physical, like real estate, or intellectual, like books, software, or online courses. The mistake most people make is chasing quick wins instead of thinking like an asset builder. The question you should ask is, what can I create or invest in today that will still be paying me 5 or 10 years from now? When you think long-term, you shift from chasing money to building wealth. Number 12. The sooner you start, the more powerful it becomes. Just like with investing, time is your best friend when it comes to passive income. The earlier you start, the more time your systems and assets have to grow. Even if your first attempt only earns a few dollars, the experience you gain teaches you what works and what doesn't. Over the years, those small wins stack up, and one day you wake up with multiple income streams quietly covering your bills. Waiting until the right time usually means never starting. The truth is, the right time is now, even if you begin small. So let's recap the truths about passive income. It's never fully passive at the start. It often requires money to make money. It still needs maintenance over time. It grows slowly at first and demands patience. It carries risks, but it's worth it for the freedom it creates. It's not one size fits all. The tax side matters, and diversification keeps it safe. Above all, it's about building assets for the long term, and the earlier you start, the better. Passive income is not a magic trick, but it is a proven path to financial independence, if you approach it with the right mindset. If you want more real strategies that cut through the hype and show you how money really works, subscribe to the channel right now. By subscribing, you'll join a community of people building smarter finances and creating freedom step by step. Don't just dream about making money while you sleep. Start building the systems today that will make it a reality tomorrow.